Yeah,
I know it's a
totes.
ridiculous question.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
like, do we change from coal beans to like Nigerian products?
no, bro, nah. Okay, the rhetoric you're on is like it's low key giving off like imperialist vibes, bro. Because like, let me tell you why, bro. You're trying to make it seem like they can't process like
No,
Western foods.
no, I'm not.
Bro, of course they can make baked beans. I mean, come on.
I'm not saying that, bro. I'm just saying like,
Because like, okay, here's why I'm totally for this, right?
yeah,
If somebody said today that we're gonna be importing more Chinese goods and services, everyone was gonna be like, "Hooray, cheaper stuff, right? Great." But now we're gonna be importing Nigerian things. People are like, "Okay, no, now we're gonna have igusi soup in a can." Bruh, come on, no, that's not. Now we've got to change our
it's
whole
not that.
diets.
No,
Nah.
no, it's not that. I'm just expressing citizens' concern.
No, but citizens'
now.
concern is employment. If we're going to have foreign direct investment that's going to create jobs and it's coming from Nigeria, kudos. Do I want it to come from the Chinese? No. Do you know why? Because they're slowly but surely entrapping us in debt that we can't get out of, bro.
No, that's true. That's true. On that part, I do agree. So what's up, guys? Yeah. You know what? Let's just get into it. Let's just jump into it. Yeah. So today's topic, yeah, very interesting. So let's just watch this video, then we'll get into it.
President Cyril Ramaphosa says he wants more Nigerian businesses to invest in South Africa. Ramaphosa says the country has simplified visa measures for them to do so. Nigerian tourists can also apply to come to the country without submitting their passports. Ramaphosa says this is aimed at strengthening relations between the two countries. He was speaking at the 11th session of the Binational Commission in Cape Town earlier today.
We look forward to seeing more Nigerian companies investing in South Africa. In fact, we want to see Nigerian products on the shelves of South African shops. Our efforts to create a favorable environment include our simplified visa process for Nigerian business people to travel to South Africa. Qualifying Nigerian business people can be granted a 5-year multiple entry visa. In addition, tourists from Nigeria are now able to apply for a visa without even submitting a passport. We expect that this 11th session of our Binational Commission will enable us to consolidate cooperation in a number of other areas.
Okay, yeah, that's that. What do you think?
What I think about Cyril wanting to get foreign direct investment, but in this case from Nigeria to the country.
Yeah.
I say let it happen. It's about damn time.
Yeah, no, I'm not on the same page.
Why not?
One of the reasons why I'm not on the same page is it's more favorable to the few individuals involved. It's not favorable to the whole population.
I think not. No, here's why I think not.
What?
Because if you're looking at it from a purely economic and a geopolitical point of view, it makes perfect sense. Why? You've got two of the strongest economies in Africa. Two, literally, number one and number two, right? Doing business directly with each other. To the point where you are inviting foreign direct investment from a very strong and a respected economy like Nigeria into the country. So that now you've got better business cooperation, you've got better coherency, you're allowing visa-free travel between one and two countries. All I can see is benefits, basically. Why? Because now, if we're saying we're going to invite Nigerian businesses into the country, then that means the opposite could also be true. Then we're going to they would be willing to open their doors to South African businesses, South African companies, and even South African tourists to go to Nigeria and do business and live there and interact there. And all that's doing is making a stronger African Union. in my eyes.
Okay, no. Personally, I did disagree with it because of if it was just merely business, I think I would have agreed. But the tourism part,
that's actually that's the icing on top, bro.
no,
It's the cherry on top.
I actually don't agree with it because what's the possibility of people moving to that place to here for greener pastures through the guise of tourism?
You mean what?
Because with the business one, there's quite a lot of number of requirements you'll need to pass through and check before you
I see.
can. But with the tourism one, it's like there's no check to it. Like I'm just a tourist. I'm going to visit. Then boom.
Then you stay here forever.
That's what I'm saying.
So you think it might create an immigration problem? It will exacerbate the already bad immigration crisis we're facing here.
It will.
I don't think so.
It will. Like every other process, bro, there's always loopholes to it. It will. And I can see if it was business, yes. Business is fine. As a business person, you need to have this amount of money. You need to be specific with what you're investing in. You need to show us your portfolio. You need to show us your history. That's okay before you qualify, before you get that check. But tourism, bro, that's crazy. I personally think this is more politically connected and intertwined than we can see. You know why?
Why is that?
Do you remember in there's this particular video we did? You guys can actually go check it out. It's a docu type of, video we did where we spoke about Ramaphosa's relationship with the Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Remember we spoke about
the South African oligarchs.
The South African oligarchs. Mm-hmm. Guess what happened last year?
What happened?
One of Nikki Oppenheimer's children, I think it's Johnny Oppenheimer or something. He bought one of the largest Nigerian can manufacturing company.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense considering who he is and how much wealth is.
No, this was coming. Wait, let me just show you this article.
For me, that's just like a business decision, bro. Like
no. I think
why would it be nefarious? Why do you think?
No, I think it was a strategic move. It's a strategic move, bro.
Okay, what do you think the end game in all of this?
The end game will be that they're still gonna win. If it's Nigerian products are gonna be on the South African shelves, guess who's winning?
Africa?
No.
Who's winning?
The oligarchs.
No, bro, but think about it this way. Here's my point of view on this whole thing, right?
Okay.
Would you rather we have Nigerian products on our shelves, or would you rather or Nestle on our shelves?
I'd rather we have. What about South African products?
Yeah,
why don't we emphasize on that?
We do, but we can't ignore the fact that a lot, especially we're talking consumer goods, right? Let's assume it's only consumer goods. Okay. If we're saying it's only consumer goods, bro. We have a lot of agricultural wealth that we can exploit.
Okay.
But the question is, do we have the processing power to do it? No. But most African countries, they are getting the. As far as Africa goes, oh yeah, by far.
But why can't South Africa get there on its own?
We can, but then that's where partnerships come in, bro. Like, look, if I've got cows, right, and then you've got a milk processing facility, wouldn't it make sense that I focus on getting more cows and then you do the milk rather than trying to compete with you to get a milk machine as well?
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, so I'd rather we have Nigerian products than we have Nestle, because then, look, no offense to the EU and all that, but yeah, look, we want a more stronger and resilient Africa, and that means you got to do business with each other.
Okay, on that part, look, as I did this, I actually agreed on the part of businessman.
Mm-hmm. But not tourism.
My only problem is the tourism part. Even on the business side, I still disagree with the thing of emphasizing on other people's products rather than local products. And also another thing is I'm seeing it's a political move rather than an economical move to benefit the majority, the population.
You think it's strengthening economic ties?
Not really. It's gonna profit the guys at the top. The few individuals.
So it's a corruption thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Not a corruption thing. Let me not paint it in a dark light. It's not a corruption thing.
Right.
But for the most part, it's a strategic move for the few.
So it's a corruption thing.
No, it's not, bro. It's not a corruption thing.
No, but that's a nice way of putting it. Right? You euphemistically put it that way.
No, it's not a corruption thing. No, I'm not gonna say it's not a corruption thing.
It's not, okay.
But it's more like a strategic, manipulative thing. It's a capitalistic.
It's
move.
a capitalistic move.
Yes.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I came across this article. Okay, so Jonathan Oppenheimer, the son of South African billionaire Nicky Oppenheimer, we did speak about this. You guys can actually go check out this video. Has taken full control of Nigeria's largest beverage can maker, expressing confidence in the revival of Africa's largest economy. Right. So Oppenheimer Partners Limited bought shares in GEZ Industry Limited from Afirma Capital, formerly known as Standard Chartered Private Inquiry. The acquisition positioned Oppenheimer to influence GI's expansion in Sub-Saharan
Africa.
So
it influences the acquisition positions Oppenheimer's to influence GZI's expansion
in Sub-Saharan
Africa.
Can you see the strategic move?
No, but it's making economic sense from what I'm reading. It makes sense that happens.
I know, but can you see the strategic move?
Yeah, strategic move. Yeah,
and now we've always said that even in that previous thing we said, Ramaphosa has always dealt with the Oppenheimer. He's always been that puppet.
But Ramaphosa's a businessman, bro. First and foremost.
But I do understand. But don't you think this is ultimately still profiting and benefiting and leading a certain
like an elite, yeah,
exactly, forward, yes, in favor, and putting them forward always, because this was so strategic. It goes by
buys the can manufacturer
in Nigeria, then the plan was to expand it in the
Sub-Saharan Africa. Okay,
exactly. Good. Then all of a sudden Ramaphosa announces this year
that you want to open doors to foreign direct investment from Nigeria.
That's it.
Obviously, it makes sense because if he's tied to the Oppenheimers, right? We're not saying allegedly. He's allegedly tied to the Oppenheimers, and they buy the biggest can manufacturing company in Africa.
Yes.
Then that means a lot of the canned goods that would come from there obviously need to be sold somewhere. And by virtue of Oppenheimer being South African, it makes sense that those products come here.
Okay, my question is, do you think black people, like black businessmen, are incapable of this move?
Incapable?
Yeah, like, as this is the reason why he could only trust and work with the Oppenheimer.
No, I don't think so. I think he could have done the same thing. He could have gone to Dangote and say, we're going to acquire a certain amount of your oil refinery or whatever.
Okay.
And then you could supply us with oil, and we would reduce the subsidy on fossil fuels here in South Africa as a result. He could have done that.
Yeah, okay, I get you, bro. But still, I do disagree with this. I actually do this. I do understand on the part of it's economically like growth, right? And its aim was to the economical expansion and revival, like this article stated. But I still see that there's a lot of loopholes in all this. And I just don't see it clearly. I still think it's politically influenced rather than the motives being for the benefit of the population.
I get it. So it appears murky because of the very strong political ties that are underpinning this business deal.
Yes, and also the influences and the people involved
in a deal of this nature.
In a deal of this nature.
Yeah, of course, it's some very high-profile names, right? Like Cyril Ramaphosa, the Oppenheimers. We don't know who the people in Nigeria in question are, but you can imagine it's the largest can-making company in Nigeria, so it's got to be huge, right? It's got to be somebody very high-profile that's involved in that. And if we go back to what we said in our previous video, in countries like Nigeria, the state does own a lot of private companies. Yeah, they have some shares like with Dangote and all these guys.
They do, yeah.
So it might be to the benefit of the Nigerian state that this deal happens, obviously.
No, it's not, bro. Have you seen the state of Nigeria, bro?
By that I mean the government. Like yeah.
The government, not the population.
Not the population. But then here's for me, I think the biggest disagreement point in all of this is the fact that I genuinely believe that as Africans, we have the power to not only shape our economy, change it as well, but also benefit from it. And by benefit, not only like the top dogs getting all the money, but like creating jobs for working class people via these things.
But the thing is, money speaks. If you have money, you control the narrative, and therefore you can participate in this thing called economy. The economy, with money, bro, it allows you to participate and make decisions that are somehow independent of what the government says. Like, you can create your own subsection in this very existing economy because you have the money. But if you don't have the money, if you're just like the normal working Joe, what say do you have? You just toss it to and fro.
Does the average Joe need to have a say in every single thing?
It doesn't need. No, wait.
I don't think so.
He can't. It's not even that he doesn't. He can't.
No, but even if he did, there would be a lot of noises. Bro, there would be so much noise, wouldn't it?
No, it's not even...
Suppose if they could.
But the thing is, it's not even about the noise. If it's a common cry amongst the people, like, help us.
Yeah, bro.
Help us.
So how about let's have a canning factory with foreign direct investment that's going to create 6,000 jobs. There, now you guys can participate in the economy.
Is it?
Yeah, why not?
Is it going to create?
Absolutely. If there's going to be a canning line from Nigeria coming here and we're going to have Nigerian products coming here, then it means that the logistics side is going to get employment. It means that, a lot of different things. Bro, it's better than...
But the thing is, how can people really consume the food? Like...
Yeah.
I know it's a ridiculous question. It's like, do we change from coal beans to, like, Nigerian products?
No, bro. Nah. Okay, the rhetoric you're on is like, it's low-key giving off like imperialist vibes, bro. Because like, let me tell you why, bro. You're trying to make it seem like they can't process like, Western foods.
No,
bro, of course they can make baked beans. I mean, come on.
I'm not saying that, bro. I'm just saying like...
Because like, okay, here's why I'm totally for this, right?
Yeah.
If somebody said today that we're going to be importing more Chinese goods and services, everyone was going to be like, hooray, cheaper stuff, right? Great. But now we're going to be importing Nigerian things. People are like, okay, no, now we're going to have igusi soup in a can. Come on. No, that's not... Now we've got to change our whole diets.
No, it's not that. I'm just expressing citizens' concern.
No, but citizens' concern is employment. If we're going to have foreign direct investment that's going to create jobs and it's coming from Nigeria, kudos. Do I want it to come from the Chinese? No. Do you know why? Because they're slowly but surely entrapping us in debt that we can't get out of, bro.
No, that's true. On that part, I do agree. But the thing is, for me, it's just... for the most part, I feel like it's just a few people that are going to benefit. And also, I still disagree on the part of the tourism thing.
Tourism, and here's another thing. You know why this is terrible, right?
What?
If you speak tourism in a European sense, because that's what they believe in, bro. Europeans are big on tourism, right? The average European has traveled to most of Europe. Like, they can tell you about the one time they went to Croatia, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
How many Africans can say that with confidence? If you went somewhere, you needed to go there. There was a necessity for you to go there.
Okay,
We're opening up the doors for exploration of our continent through tourism.
Okay. Look, I think this is all a matter of time. Only time will tell. But I'm standing on what I said.
I believe in us, bro. I believe in us. In fact, I think the whole tourism thing is going to help with the immigration problem, because then it makes stricter systems be put in place.
Yeah. I know loopholes, bro. There's loopholes.
Yeah, but
with the system, I know there's loopholes.
I've got faith in us. This is a good thing. This is a really good thing. Okay. And kudos to the AU. I'm very, very proud of you guys. Man, that's amazing. Please, let's do more foreign direct investments within Africa. Please, we need it.
We leave it to the audience. We'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see. Only time will tell.
But I'm saying... thumbs up. From my side, I'm saying thumbs up. Luke's saying thumbs down.
No, I'm not saying thumbs up. No, you know what? I'm not saying thumbs down. We'll see.
That sounds like a thumbs down to me. Tell us what you guys think. Yeah, drop us a comment, and yeah, just weigh in on how you see this deal coming about, and what the possible pros and cons might be. And yeah, don't forget to like the video, and obviously watch the videos we referenced, and subscribe, please. We'd really appreciate the support.
And we'll be seeing you on the next one. Ciao. Okay.